Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm so excited. My audio. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Uh, sorry, I'm loud. Um, I don't know the audio because I started up, everything loaded. Um, the music works, so I don't. I will adjust as we go. But welcome to the world's first ever live stream of Xenosaga Pied Piper. Live stream wasn't Live streaming wasn't even a thing when Pied Piper was out. So this is literally the first time it's ever been direct captured and live streamed. So this is really exciting. Um, Thank you again to Valak, Turtle, and Keitai, and everyone involved in the Project Vector translations and preservation. Um, this is a different version. There's a Vondaphone version that I used to have that we couldn't salvage. This is a different version, but we still got it. So it is March 17th, 2025, making history as of this morning. We got it working this morning. And Valak came and said to me, "Oh my gosh, there's an announcement I have to make, and you need to tune in. And this is what's going to happen right now." And 20 minutes later, not even, I was bawling my eyes out already. Um, so yeah, well, here's the thing, right? I've played this before many years ago, but the phone was lost, and there's a story that Valak and I have to tell about the journey of this. So this is me getting reacquainted with the game. So I'm very curious because it's been many years since I've actually heard it. Um, But those who don't know me, sorry, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Watt, or Watt TV for those of you watching on YouTube or Twitch. I own the world's largest Xeno collection. I want to say specifically Xenosaga because I'm working on Xeno in general, but I am a self-proclaimed preservationist. I look to preserve things so that we can all enjoy them and share them. And I have a digital museum with trailers, subtitled work that I used to do. The Xenoblade 3 videos you may know me from, I subtitled all those UIs. Anything that needs to be archived usually comes from me. So, alrighty. So, let us begin, right? I'm I might break down a few times. I won't be fully translating because we are going to be tackling that. Valak has already done a playthrough translation. However, I will talk about it as we go along. I'm not going to be like, not going to talk about it. Okay. As you can hear, audio. Um, yeah, shall we get started, right? Yes, this is. So TC 4667. I am not hearing the audio. So let's give it a second. Which is interesting because it's picking up on my stream directly. Like it's clearly reading the computer audio. Oh, nice. Let us restart. Crunchy audio. Let's see problems we've got to work out. Technical problems with live stream. Loading, now loading. Okay, so now that that's resolved, let me make a note of my current decibel and then we'll get started. Because I have regular streams, people. I've got to set it back to normal. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. World's first ever live stream of Pied Piper. Ah, yes, MIDI. Okay. TC 4667. Abraxas. The planet Abraxas. We're back to Abraxas, baby. Joaquin, Mama, Chota mateba, mateba. He's like, wait a second, Mom. He has a taba at the end. That's so cute. Anyway, speech impediment. Sharon, let's see. So all of this we're gonna eventually translate. So for everybody who's like, oh no, we don't have a translation. One, Valak has a translation, and two, we're gonna go through it thoroughly now that we have actual texts and everything. So. Hey Mom, what is it? He wants more time. Is it alright if he's like, is it alright if I stay on longer? And she's like, only 30 more minutes of the UMN for you. So I guess back then their equivalent of the UMN was like the internet, which is pretty funny. Mom, I want 30 more minutes of TV. Also, if the volume's, you know, any issues, let me know. Joaquin, yay, Mom! Thank you so much! Because she said, yeah, you can have 30 more minutes on the UMN, kid. So he's like online, so he said, he's diving out, and he's like, is that okay? And then she's like, right? Well, I mean, the UMN you can interact with as proof by Xenosaga, right? And the Gnosis Terrorism of the Missing Year, which we are still working on, by the way. Wild. All of this is wild to me, but... Okay, so... 30 more minutes he has. And then the network operator. I want to get to the battle. We're gonna eventually get it, but he's basically diving in. There's this little self... Oh, his dog! Isn't that Nexus? That's his dog, right? By the way, this is also the first time we're hearing the music for the first time, so I will be stopping at certain points so that we can listen to the soundtrack, because this is the actual soundtrack people have never heard, right? Unknown. I'm going to, take it off of the follow mode because it's to prevent bots, but I don't think there's a smaller or slower mode, is there? Any. Okay, you guys can talk now. Sorry, go ahead. Feel free! Let the floodgates loose! Yes, there was already a Pied Piper category for a long time. There was one on Twitch, and I was eyeballing it because nobody could ever use it. But today is the first day Twitch has gotten to use it! Everybody, this is the first day. Here you go. Congratulations. Hopefully many more of you will be streaming this afterwards. So again, we're gonna go through the translation. I'm not gonna translate every line. I know I usually do that kind of stuff for you guys, but I don't have too much time today because it's, you know, took a while to set everything up, so. Farewell, mysterious figure. So while we're doing some Q&A, I guess we can talk a little bit about it, right? There's going to be a video. I'm going to do a video for you guys about the history of how this whole process unfolded, so that will be coming out. But as far as Valak and I, we're not IRL friends. A lot of people I've met through the Xeno community throughout the years. I'm not well known, but I've been around since the launch of Xenosaga shortly after Xenogears. In the background, I preserve a lot of things. I buy up a lot of rare figures. I have a lot of things. I passed Mr. Xeno Collector 2 years ago in collection size on preservation front. And yeah, I mean, I used to, it's a really long story. We tried to preserve this from a phone I had. It didn't work out. There were a lot of issues with corrosion and stuff, so that was our dashed hope. We came across another version, which is this version, not the Vondaphone version that I originally was hoping we would get. And yeah, as of this morning, we're here. That's it, you know? Yes, that will all be coming. We will all talk about that. It's just happened today, so like not only do I have to process something that's like 21 years in the making, but I also have to like come up with a clear way to explain it without, you know, like very concise timelines and stuff. And I have to look through messages and get dates on things and how things happen, like historically. Like that's gonna be a little like, because I just wrote messages, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think about like today at this time, this is when we came across this. So I've got to do all of that. So, you know, we will see. Yep. Yeah, we quietly do stuff, right? In the background. So, he is being stalked. Xenosaga Pied Piper, Sequence 1, you know? Not even making, like, this just happened today. We had been trying for a while to get this working, and we literally got this working, like, March 17th today, in the morning. It started running. Like, we got it to run. So, like, this is brand new today. It is happening. There's no video that was planned beforehand because we didn't even know it was gonna work. I didn't even know it was gonna work. Violet came up to me, like, well, not came up to me, but messaged me and was like, hey, I've got an announcement in like 20 minutes. You're gonna want to be there. And like in our Discord, and it was talking about it and everything. Didn't say what it was, but it was like specifically you need to be there. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm starting my work shift and like you're gonna break me, and it happened. So this is brand new, right? Eric, Voyager, Jan. They call him Jan. Jan Sauer instead of Ziggy, because he's not Ziggy yet, right? So that's really cool. You're gonna hear the clacking of my keyboard here. Them's the brakes when hitting the button enter. I'm gonna skip a little ahead because, like I said, I don't want to translate too much today. This is just sort of a first look, introducing you all to the soundtrack and the looks and the feeling of it, and just realizing it's there. I will probably do a proper playthrough, but I want to get this out like today and be like, hey everybody, check this out! It's existing. We now see it running. It is. You can hear it. That is the goal of today's stream, right? Okay. So, there are two Erics. We did discuss this in the translation heavily because there's Eric and there's Erhi. So there's Eric Voyager and Eric the NPC. Which Eric it is, we had a lengthy discussion on how to define which Erics and how to spell each Erics and all of that. This is not Eric as in Voyager. This is Eric as in Eric the NPC. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. I'm pretty sure. That's Mihail or Mikhail. See, this is Erihi, which is Voyager. Isn't that funny? There's Eric and Eri. Anyway, yeah. Yes, we had a long discussion about the translation of that. We're still trying to figure out stuff like that. Especially since we're gonna be hopefully updating this. The plans. This song is so like Xenocampy. You know, there's like the certain songs in episode 1 that were like on the foundation. This is like up there with that. It's not punked. I know it's real. It exists, everybody. I know the chat is really small in the corner. Let me see if I can fix it for everybody. This is just sort of a celebration to be like, hey everybody, we're here and it's exciting and like things are exciting. you go, chat. Now you are much larger size, so people may read. Yes, this VOD is gonna stay up. I will also be uploading it to YouTube. This is just sort of a welcome video. It's just the world's first stream of this. We're just celebrating the fact that it exists. I'm not going really into gameplay or story, any of that, because we are working on that. Will I be personally streaming this? Yeah, I would probably stream through and translate it myself. But we already have a translation, so I don't know. And Xenoblade X is coming out, so I think this is just sort of a hello internet, it exists type stream. So thank you so much for all coming, you know. Yes. It is gonna be, I am breaking it down, it is gonna be a thing. It has been a goal for many a years. I also want to talk about vector translations and how we all came together, and sort of just an explanation of like who we are, what we all do, and sense of preservation, and just that had we all not come together, I mean, there are so many people that I know throughout the community for so many years. Valkyrie, you know, the owner of Godsib, like there's so many people in the sense of that made this happen. Valak, obviously, Keitai, like I for a long time there wasn't technology to do this, right? Only last year have they really been successful with these types of projects, and this is by far a long shot for you to understand. There are formats like Final Fantasy the After Years where you would download it in chapter chunks. So if you had the launcher, right, and you bought the main game, as the chapters came out you would pay and they would download those pieces. Or today somebody was mentioning to me in the Vector in our Discord about how before Crisis FF7 had a limitation on how much it could load. So what it would do is it would swap content out and load that piece, then remove it, then load in the next piece. So the way that it loaded in restrictive chunks. So even to find in a preservation sense of like, one, if we could even find a phone that has it anymore. Two, has that person fully downloaded everything? It had to have been completely offline, because if you didn't have the contents on the phone, how is it going to run? You can't download it anymore. There were a lot of factors, and I feel like a lot of things aligned this year, which is crazy because the last couple of years have been really hard in my life, like personally, and so I think it means that much more that we succeeded, and I really can't imagine. It's hard to imagine, right, how this happened, right? Yep. Everybody gets to remix music. They get to, you know, do covers of these songs now. It's not lost media anymore. It's been like 21 years, and here we are. And this song we're listening to, though sounding hilarious, and then we're talking about these things, right, is monumental. I can't think of a better day I've had in Xeno history than today. Today is it. Let's continue though. Sorry, I'm getting a little like, you know. Vector Industries, UMN, TC 4400, the year 4400. So at this point, they're talking about the UMN and its construction, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna get to some gameplay though, right? Let me tell you, I'm still shocked this is a thing. But as I said, this is just a look at the game, so we're not gonna be like going through everything. Yokai shimashita, nande yo. We're gonna just like skip through Skashi. Anyway, this is just to be like, hello. Here we are, look, Ziggy! Sorry, this is the first time I'm literally like controlling him, look. He's there, it's our guy, man. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a Xeno game. When have they ever not had a lot of text, am I right? But, like, look, here we go. So for the first time, we don't have just video of the main narrative. We can go around, you know? I can get stuck on my little hitboxes. Look at this. You know? I can go up to the little NPC guys. I believe it's enter. Yes. See, look. Oh, there's the other Eric. Mahiro-san. Back up. Please back me up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so good. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dive in and log in Shmashka. Oh, we can log in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not gonna log in yet. Ether is known as EP points. Items like, oh! So that's where they get Xenosaga's yes from. Well, I mean, the same items. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so that's... These look like Melise. This is B. Oh, this is B! Oh, okay, it's a robot. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't want to talk too much about it, you know what I mean? Okay, let's log into the UMN. We're diving. Cathedral entrance. And again, loose translation, please. I am not completely fluent. I am self-taught. I've learned throughout the years, so. Yes, this is after episode 2. So this is Melise. Today's mission is to debrief them about what they're looking after and their target that they're gonna secure. You're kidding, right? You need to it's hard to process because I'd be sitting here. I don't have full time to read all this. I guarantee you. Yes, sir. The only English in the game. Okay. What can I mash that? Minis. Bugs! Let's go! Everybody who loves bugs. I can't wait till Forrest finds out. Forrest is the artist that's been helping us do the art for the remake. Cyclone Fox is heading that up. We've been working on that for a while. Last I stopped, I was doing graphic work and life got busy, and so I need to go back to that. But life is still busy. But that is something we are doing, yes. And the art, I cannot stress Satya, everybody who's working on the art, let me tell you, banger. Banger art. I cannot wait. Yeah. This is like Forrest is like, I personally not talked to Forrest. There are members who are in contact with Forrest, but definitely there's a passion, right? Okay, let's go ahead and advance. Bugs a lot. Anyway, I can sit here and read that. We're not gonna. I want to play it the same way as you guys. I want to remind myself of the narrative, right? So, like, even though we have the playthrough, I wanna myself as a fan play this. I just wish I had more time today. But this is just Hello World. The project exists. Oh boy. Okay, explanation of AP. Our first battle! Okay, so we use 1 and 2, so we can select. Sorry, I'm just like sort of listening. Fire. Create up, so it's got the same system as Xenosaga 1 if you look. Ether up. So we have like the same type of system here. So it's like just like episode 1. UMN terrorist A. So these are considered UMN terrorists. So I'm gonna grapple. SMG shot. S range shot with fire. Power strike. Right? You know? Oh my gosh. Bugs is awesome, are you kidding? We shouldn't forget Bugs. Miss Lactus, Bugs is on the right. So for those who don't know, the game consists of several characters. Ziggy being our main character. We have Melisse, which is on the top left here. We have Lactus, which you guys may or may not know from Xenosaga Episode 3. Those who do, I won't say anything. Those who don't, very important character. And then on the up here is, sorry, this way, Bugs, which is before Realians and other robots, we had Bugs, and Bugs was, you know, Bugs was the thing. He was the go-to robot. So our meter needs to fill, we can wait, we can just sort of like be like, hey, and build up as usual. Our little victory tune. Droids, true. No items dropped. Dropped items and nothing. Melissan. Oh, he's like, what are the slots? They're known as event slots. So this is sort of an intro to tutorial to what an event slot is. Those who aren't familiar with Xenosaga 1. Those who are, I'm sure you remember the slot system, so no need to explain here. But essentially there is a rotating slot. Everything from critical hit, ether up, boosts, which I don't know if this has boosts or not, I can't remember. It's been years, guys, give me a break. Also there's the empty slot, which nothing happens, so they're just like event slots. So, oh, here we go. Never mind, they explained it right after. Why didn't I remember this? So this is the critical up slot. This is the boost up. This is the boost gotcha up slot. Event slots. HP EP. So basically everything that Xenosaga 1 had. So when you boost, left is Lactus, up is Melisse, right is Bugs. So they have it in the same sort of pattern as episode 1, in a triangle pattern to boost. So... Melisse-san, there's another person! Alright, let's fight. He's got the slot right from there. I think if I wait, I can build AP if I, well, this is menu, right? So okay, so there's guard. So we can guard, okay, so if we guard, which is interesting that it's in English, but you know, whatever, that's helpful. We're gonna go ahead and guard up so we can build the EP. We're going to do grapple. Right on that. We don't have moves to be able to use that AP, because normally you need a high and a low slot. So I assume there isn't one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, just a spirit! Bam! Okay, yeah, so there you go. Cool cut-in animations. Okay, so slots, strike, don don, she says. Hit him, don don. So those who haven't watched, I did do a video, it's been about a week ago, you can definitely find it on the channel, where we found a website where Namco was allowing licenses to be, deals to be made to be able to license Xenosaga. There's also mentions of a fan possibility, like an application where you apply and then they review the application and decide whether to approve the venture or not. A couple of hours after I did the video, they took down the website, so the only record we have of the potential like marketing or crossover of that licensing website is in that video. Which I wish I had had more time, but we like actually saw the site at like 1 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. and I did it as quickly as I could to cover it, but shortly after it was removed. So I don't know if Namco is going to intend to allow licensing, not selling of their franchises, but licensing. That everything from Tekken, Katamari, Xenosaga, Tales of, all of that was something you could fill out a form and be like, hey, I want to apply to pay to license these for said crossovers. So that is something that is on potential horizon we covered a little while ago. So yeah, definitely exciting stuff. It's so cool. Sorry, I get excited over like the littlest things. Everything about this is one, nostalgic, but also crazy. I'm gonna heal. 50 HP? That's right, everybody. This works like Xenosaga 1, so if you know how Xenosaga 1 works, I'm gonna guard. I'm gonna guard with Melisse as well. Right? Guard here. BBC BGS! Bugs. Oh my gosh. Melisse, right? Lactus. No item drops again. So we're gonna go up here to the treasure chest. We could probably go into, I imagine there is a menu option. I will have to figure that out. I don't know how it works on here, like how to access. Is it really A for menu? You might be right. It's weird because I'm using a keyboard, it's not a phone, so I have to figure out what corresponds with what. But we'll figure it out. And then terrorists, let's do we have ether? Oh, we have goodbye. We're not gonna use it, but Shion has that move. Melisse has goodbye, which is basically, it's when EP you spend it and then you retreat. But we're gonna heal bugs. I wonder what everyone else has. Oh, Medica. Okay, so Lactus has Medica. And keep in mind, I was younger, so maybe I couldn't necessarily read everything as efficient. Bugs has no ether because he's non-living, of course. But I mean... no, because there's no official... There's no... The game wasn't even left, let alone, like, credits. Maybe at the end, I'm sure it's credited in credits, I imagine. There probably is. I'm pretty sure there's got to be in the Let's Play that's listed already. Surely. But the thing is the benefit of having this now the way that it is that we can talk to NPCs, we can interact with things, we can see a lot of things that aren't. I'm sure there's credits. There's got to be. I just can't remember because it's been so long for me and I haven't watched the playthrough that's up right now. But I'm sure after you beat the game, yeah, absolutely, there are credits. But who gets credited for what? I don't remember in the actual credits. I'd have to see the credit roll and be like, oh yeah, this person, this person, this person. Because it's been years since I've watched the credit roll, so honestly, I don't remember. Okay, good. Okay, then yeah, I'm sure they're on the credit roll. I just personally don't remember because last I touched Pied Piper was when I last played it. I didn't watch the translation of video, and I didn't watch any of that because I generally knew what the story was already from having gone through the games already. So it was like, well, games, chapters, going through this game already, I knew the story. So it was like many things, if I wasn't a part of vector translations, I wouldn't be translating for others because I myself don't have a need to do that. Does that make sense? Like, if you understand another language, for yourself, what purpose is there to do it for others? Like, what would be your reasoning? And so that became a thing later for me in the sense of like, I want to do it to preserve it because it's not being preserved by others, and that's how it came about that I started doing the translations for things. If there wasn't a need to do it, I wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? So, so I don't know what I'm allowed to say, with our projects. There's a lot of stuff we're doing. That's all I can say. There's a lot of things that we're doing. There was a lot of me gathering materials for many different projects. It seems like we're quiet. We're not quiet. We just balance our projects with our lives, so things take longer than people would like them to. But yeah, that's the way. Free time, it's all free time volunteer, you know what I mean? So all I can say is we're always busy doing something, you know? We're always busy doing something. That's mainly all I can say in regards to that right now. So we're gonna use Melissa's goodbye, so we can go ahead. Oops. So we can escape, so that I don't have to bother with the encounter. I am going to go ahead and go a little further because I want to see what's further down. So that you understand, this is actually emulated on a really small screen. I actually, if I watch the output on the screen that you guys see, that you get to see, it's actually tiny. It's actually, you know, like 360 by 360 pixel. It's like a little itty bitty tiny screen because that's what it was made in back in the day, right? So I'm playing on a screen that's this big and I can't expand it. I can't make it any bigger because this specific application is like a little cell phone screen. So I'm looking at this little box. Meanwhile, what I did was I cropped it for you guys and I blew it up and I direct audio captured so that you can see a clearer picture of the whole entire screen. But when you all actually play through it, it is going to be a little tiny box that you see. So it does make it a little harder resolution-wise to be able to play something like that, right? So, have I had any more shipping damage? Yes, I have recently. Luckily, nothing that needed to be preserved. It was just like extra things that I sort of bought, and yeah, if extra things get damaged, sure, but I get scared when I buy from proxies or other people that I can't deal with directly because I am afraid that they don't ship as well as me, and then we could lose some valuable items that we can't replace. So yeah, exactly. It's a small, tiny screen. Gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, you guys. This has been nostalgic, and I'm grateful, and for people to lend their time to preserving something like this. The fact that I can see this and hear this clearly again. And if the volume needs to be up higher, let me know, but it's pretty crazy. Yeah. It's not gonna have like the greatest soundtrack, but this is all stuff that is not, it didn't exist before. Like, I mean, it existed, but we're looking at the year 05, 06. Streaming wasn't like today is. One, technology-wise. Two, if you are going to stream something like this, there wasn't technology where you could plug into a capture card or do this or do that to project something like this. Only now is this really possible within the last few years of streaming. And on top of that, even if you could project, it'd be off-screen. It'd be like the camera recordings like you have that are backed up on YouTube, by the way. So, yes, they are AoE. Yep. They certainly are. I'm just sort of not playing seriously. I'm just sort of going through it and showing oh, that we had a drop. Just showing everybody just in general. When we actually do an actual playthrough, I will be more than glad to go over all the details. But today is just sort of, you know, hey, let's take a look at the game itself situation. We're gonna goodbye again. And thank you all for being here. You're part of the first people to see Pied Piper stream the first time on Twitch, and it will be the first time direct capture on YouTube. This is the first in the world. Like, I'm not joking, by the way. because this technology for streaming didn't exist when this game was out. So this is your first literal look at a game 21 years ago. It's I I don't have the words for it. I really don't. Pretty crazy. Bugs. Okay, let's see. I asked him for information. He's the robot with the knowledge. I'm sure they're gonna have to fight. This is the first boss. I remember some of these. Repainting that specific guy. So work on this. Oh no, he's killing them all! Oh goodness. They're like, we're out of here! Melise! Hey Melise! Pull yourself together. I'm sorry, Gomenasai. It's like I guess she wasn't used to people getting killed in front of her. Oh no! Don't hit her! Oh my gosh. Lactus, he's like, wait a second. Oh my goodness, the drama unfolding already. Look, there were people that were just like laser melted in front of her, Lactus. You can chill off with Melise, thank you? Just saying. Ah, it's our boy! He's dived in. So you understand how this sequence of events happens. Melise and Bugs and Lactus were already dived at the beginning when we see the pods, and we see Erihi, which is like our you all know the story by now. Anyway, the Eric we know, E-R-I-C-H, that Eric is with us and is like, hey, we gotta go XYZ. Eric, the E-R-I-C-K or E-R-I-K, I was like, okay, time to dive in. So Jan Sauer, which is Ziggy, dives in, following Melise, Lactus, and Bugs, who are already in and have died. Not died. The soldiers died. Have dived, and then Mihail is providing the backup, sort of like how Alan does for Xian when they like dive into the, you know. So same sort of concept. Yeah, right? Everyone's Eric. You're Eric. You're Eric. You're Eric. You're Eric with a K, a C, a CK, an H, a CH. You're all some form of Eric. A-R-I-C-K. A-R-I-K. So, Ziggy's moves. Screw Blow, which is the first one, and High Kick. The fact that he has an attack called Screw Blow is probably like a corkscrew or something, is what it would probably be, like a corkscrew punch, but Screw Blow. And then High Kick. And then we have Slash Blade and Tornado Kick. Oh, but I mean that makes sense that they're sort of Xenosaga 1 moves, but Slash Blade is not the blade on his arm. I'm sure he has like a switchblade, right? Or something. And then Tornado Kick is literally just the kick he always has had. Interesting. Hang in there, Ziggy. You took 7 damage. 3 damage. They don't hit very hard. High Kick, Slash Blade. Let's see. Ether is Medica, and he has Goodbye as well. Items, he has HP Heal, that's EP Heal. This is Escape Ball. So yeah, I don't need any of that. We're gonna guard this turn. And then, whoa, that was a lot of damage. I'm gonna Medica myself. Man, those sound effects, guys. He got a crit hit, is what happened. No, he's just hitting hard. lightning hand. Yay, Ziggy leveled up. His first level up in 21 years. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna try to get to the end of the dungeon. I'm gonna use goodbye. And I just want to see the last area. I mean, we should probably grind, but this is, Oh, Melise, you're in trouble! Don't get lasered! Oh. Okay. So he's like, hey, I understand. He's like, Wakateru yo, wakateru. Oh my gosh, I cannot pronounce it. Wakateru sa dosuru. What are we gonna do? Oh my gosh, I cannot read today. Oh! I told him to your left. Are you alright? He's like, yep. So he joined up with the others. Bugs, he's like, hi, sir. I wonder if he has a speech impediment. And he's like, let's go. Okay, so... like you said, A is the menu. What do you know? No! I finished this boss and you accidentally loaded instead of saving all your progress. Them's the breaks. I'm gonna heal everybody. We're gonna heal EP. 5 out of 5, Melise. Everybody's down some sort of EP. I mean, I know it heals 10 EP, so it's sort of a waste. But like, I know this is HP and EP to do the tent. I don't want to do everybody and do the individual items. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. We're fixing to stop ourselves. I just wanted the first hour preview of the game, and I just sort of wanted to put something out there on YouTube tonight and be like, everybody, it exists. Thank you so much for coming by. And yeah, I hope you all get a chance to play it. Please go see the announcement that we put out. I will include it in the description on YouTube, of course, to link to the video. And yeah, you should all go download, and we'll try to see if we can get some sort of, I know some of my fellow, I want to say co-workers, but some of my fellow enthusiasts are writing guides, I believe, to help people so that they understand how to do the setup. So, I had to change my whole system locale because it's really finicky to set up, by the way, to Japanese, which I have done before, so my computer is actually running the actual app in Japanese because my locale is in Japanese on my system settings, is how I got it to work, because when I got to the last step of setup, it wouldn't launch in Japanese from my English locale settings, so it's been a little bit finicky for people to set up. So just a heads up for people who are setting it up, if you can't fix it that way after going through it, you might have to do that as well. So yeah, I mean, possible. Today's day one, so I don't know what plans are beyond the fact that we just have it. We just have it, and it exists, and we're all excited. We can go into the menu like this, and I can click character, and I can take a look at their stats. I can, you know, there's so many things that I can now look at that we couldn't look at before, right? So this is a big deal. You can see that Melise has 8 strength, while Yana is 11, right? Like, Bugs, you can go in, Bugs has strength 7. He uses his hands to fight. You know, like, there's information in here. How does this robot fight? Does he fight with a weapon? Does he fight with a laser? Like, it gives you what they use. And I think that is the most impressive thing about this whole process. You know, information about, like, you know, battle order, or, you know, save. Here's save. That's load, by the way. For anybody who doesn't understand, this is save. This is load. You can hit save and be like, yes, I want to save, and you've saved, okay? And then you say no to save, and then you can go back in and load. There's also a help option with a guide, which this is also not covered in the videos that are out right now. So there's a lot of material, and I think that's what people need to understand in the sense of preservation. There are a lot of things that we don't get to see on videos when they're captured by others, and this is why preservation in and of itself is so important, because you are able to, you know, navigate everything on your own and be able to touch things not in contextual, but I mean like digitally, right? You can go through and sort through the data and see, and that's why preservation is such an important thing, right? And then we can put the high and low slots. Look, there's the slots. You can see, right? So it's just things like this that are just like, wow. You know, it tells you what they do. It's a fire attack, a burning slash. All this thing, right? Lightning blade, right? It's an ether style attack, right? So like, this is what is really cool. I can sit here for you and I can read these things and tell you, these are the types of attacks. This is the things you can do. This is why it's such a big deal. I can't stress it enough. And I'm just so excited about it, right? Gosh. Anyway. Okay, let's go in. This is what I wanted to hear before we ended today. Woo! Damn! That sounds so clean! Man. Okay, well guys, that is it. I have saved. That is it for tonight. I just wanted to spend an hour with you guys and just be like, hey, it exists and I can't wait to spend more time on it. And thank you for everybody involved. It's like, I don't even know what to say anymore because it's something that was not a thing that I could think was possible, right? This is nothing that I think any of us could have thought, right? Thank you so much for coming in and you know, yeah, Xenoblade X is coming out right around the corner in a couple of days. And it wasn't on purpose. It just was, it had been a work in progress. And today, March 17th, 2025 was the day that we were like, oh, it now loads. We got it to work. And then Valak messaged me and Valak messaged all of you and was like, you need to be there. And then he, after I was working today and after I got out of work, Valak was like in a Discord call with me and was like, let's set it up. So we went through and we set everything up and we got to the last point and that's when I got stuck. And then I just switched my locale into Japanese because I was like, we need to stream today. We need to be the first to do this today. It needs to be our group. It needs to be someone from us, someone who we put that effort forward. So I thank you so much for, you know, for coming in. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, you guys get to hear. Oh no. Okay, thank you so much for the gift subs. I will play you the special message. Oh my gosh, because he doesn't have it. Hold on. Where is it? I'm gonna play one of ZK's old subs, okay, guys? Because that way you can hear the special message that a special someone recorded this for us. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Joshua Seth, voice of Chaos from Xenosaga. Thanks for checking out Watte TV. And remember, as long as people and the universe desires it, we will continue to exist. Sleep well.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, that was the Joshua Seth himself. He recorded us my subscription message anytime somebody subscribes. So that is a thank you from him to everybody else. When he was going through some stuff, he recorded it kindly for us. So yay! The line from episode 3, right? So Okay, I will see you all later. Thank you so much for coming by. World's First. I will be streaming more of it in my own time, taking my time with the game. Um, there's so much more to come, and I don't have time. I don't have time. We don't have time, but we will get there. And just to show you that the load works, I want to show you before we go. You go in and you hit load. See? And then we're back here again, in the menu again. So there is only one, it's an old game, so there is only one load. So, just showing you, the load does work here. You can just hear the awesome music. Alright, everybody. Yeah. No, it's not. This is old school manual saving base, guys. This song is really loud, I didn't realize. How about now? It's so loud. Okay. This is why we audio test everybody. It's so hard. Somebody was saying in my video, it's like, your mic. And I'm like, yeah, because you're live streaming, people. Hi, thank you so much. We are actually ending today. Thank you so much for coming by. We just wanted to take a look. It exists. I am so excited. Thank you all who came by today. We just wanted to spend like an hour with it. I do intend to stream more so we can spend time with it, translate stuff, read through things as much as I can. It's much easier probably perhaps to like write out translation and a menu. That's why I do the subtitles on the Xenoblade stuff, because it is much harder to I can't point directly at things, right? Like with subtitle layover, I can lay that over the Japanese. So I might record video, and then after recording video, I might just go back in and subtitle it. That might be something that I might do. But I don't know. We'll talk about all this stuff in the project. But thank you so much, all of you, for coming by today. It means a lot that we were able to do this, and I was only a small part. I am not by any means saying that I should take credit for starting this journey, but I definitely do think that everybody in the Xeno community does deserve a video about the story of this, because there is a story where we're all involved at some point. I had conversations with different people about different things in regards to the projects, and I think that telling that story is important, and so I want to work on that. I don't know when it'll be out. The story may take some time. It's definitely, this is going to have faster movement by all of your word of mouth than it is for me to be able to put together a video on how we want to say things and how we want to tell that story. So do understand that it will take time, and that you will more than likely see other things from me before you see the fully edited documentary on this kind of thing. So yeah, thank you. I will go ahead and let you guys go today. Please feel free to check the announcement, try installing it yourselves. We will be back. Xenoblade X is on Sunday. For me, I want to start it this week, but just heads up, I want to let people get ahead of me, so I may not. I may let you guys get ahead of me. So yeah, okay, everybody. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining. Hello, world. Thank you for coming to the world's first ever live stream on Twitch for Xenosaga Pied Piper. And YouTube, welcome. When you see this, it's all world first.